prey. This is magnificent, right at the very last, into the hoarded section, and Sepp Kuss is on a steal here. Brilliant. Let's see what the gaps are by the time we get to the end. A couple of switchbacks still to be had, and Leonard Kemna, I'm afraid, this time is going to be caught, as indeed he has caught others in the past. It's a heartbreak when you come to inclines such as this, and I'm inclined to think that this is more damaging than most, especially after the couple of days that we've had so far. Every day has been incredibly tough, and Soler comes up. I don't know whether he's on team orders, but anyway, he could bin those. He's not given to abiding by them anyway, Robbie.
No, well, I think Soler has just seen that the fact that Sepp Kuss, a mountain domestic from Jumbo-Visma, is allowed to have a go. So Soler said, I'll have a piece of that action. I'll go with him. But it's Enric Mas in the background who's closing the gap to both of them. So the race all coming back together. You see Roglic and Vingegaard, they were quite happy to see Kuss go up the road and then just sit still and take a look around at everybody else. So it's Kemna, then it's Kuss, Soler, Enric Mas, then Ayuso is still there. Remco Evenepoel dropped to second last in the group, but he is all eyes on Primož Roglic and Jonas Vingegaard.
That's Lenny Martinez who's in the frame here, the youngster. Brilliant as well as they spread across the road. And it's punch and counter punch. Well, here we go. Is it Soler? Just waiting to see. Soler kicks on, goes into the motorcycle. Nobody else attempted to go for it just yet, but Mas may well be. Got a lot of criticism as Enric Mas over the years in the Spanish press of not being gutsy enough to actually go for it when he's got the opportunity. Well, he's got one right now. And don't forget, a good finish here for Enric Mas, courtesy of how things have been finishing, not least the time trial. We'll put him in the red leader's jersey. Too early? He won't mind that at all. And the Spanish press will absolutely love that as well. So they're just about to be tagged in. It's Sepp Kuss that drives on. Is he just leading out Enric Mas here? Let's see who's got a punch to deliver, and can they possibly lay a blow on anyone in a few moments' time. We're nearly there, Sean.
Yes, we're nearly there, exactly where we are. We haven't seen 1K to go, yes, so it's quite a long ways to go at the moment, and we can see this group just trying to come across here. And yeah, there's a lot of riders missing here. Geraint Thomas, we see, is not here in this leading group of big favourites, and he's not in this group. It's the man who was riding real well last year, Aaron's man, the man from Jaco Dunbar, not also here. So quite a few of the big favourites missing out of this one. As we can see, is Kuss is just keeping on the pace here inside the final kilometre. And will we see Roglic doing his thing here, where he just gets down on the drops and starts his sprint? But he's a long ways back for the moment.
João Almeida is just on the shoulder of Remco Evenepoel, who is just drifting up into position as well. This could turn out to be a mighty sprint. Buitrago on the back, just struggling. He's in good company as well. Jan Hurt also out of the saddle, just peddling squares at the moment. Timon Arisman, best of the Ineos boys, he's still here, but I'm afraid it's going to be those ahead of him that take this. And here we go, the last couple of 100 metres now. There's a nasty hairpin at the very last here. We have a right and a left. It almost sounds like punch and counter punch, doesn't it? Let's see who's got what it takes. Evenepoel looks absolutely lethal. He drifts to the centre of the road. This was the man at the beginning of the day, said, no, I don't really fancy it. It's got to be somebody else. Vlasov gets out of the saddle. Evenepoel comes through. Vingegaard goes on his case as well. We need that camera up ahead here. My goodness. And we come into this final couple of sequences. Don't forget the hairpin at the very last. You better have yourself in a good position when you come to the apex of that particular corner. Ayuso reinvigorated. Checks over shoulders here. They're going to lead out. But it's Evenepoel that lights it up. Says thank you very much. Here we go. He takes this right-hander. He's got a drive. Has he gone too early? That's the big question. Vingegaard goes on his case. Man in sprint. Well, it always was a possibility. Big old looper here. The last 125 metres. Vingegaard tries to stay with it, but Evenepoel's back out of the saddle. He's having a big dig here, and he may well strike gold. This is fabulous. Evenepoel, an angry man who now is full of joy, always full of heart. That was absolutely magnificent. Remco Evenepoel. It's about timing, and boy oh boy, did he get the blows in at exactly the right time. He's knocked everybody out here. Wow.
Well, what a final, and we could see that Remco Evenepoel looked like he was, really comfortable there, and he proved that with the kick there to the finish. And Vingegaard just tracking him there, but out of the corner he had just that power and not able to get close at all, and wins this stage comfortably. And he was talking at the earlier part of the day, he'd like to see this an easier day, a breakaway go all the way, but he was up for it here.
He's crashed.
He has.
He's crashed. I thought there was great concern around him. Here we go. He's fallen off and hit his head.
Oh.
So we saw the concern of the soigneurs from Soudal Quickstep, and it looks like he's cut his eyebrow there, and they bleed profusely. He's been saying, I'm okay, I'm fine. He'll be fairly embarrassed about that finish. I mean, he's